debut today, $187 million public offering. The CEO, Richard F. Gordy Bunch III, joins us, CEO and co-founder. Gordy, thanks for being here. Appreciate you joining, and congrats on the debut.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So tell us about, firstly, you guys were well received here. The stock moved pretty strong on the first day. The appetite for insurance, well, what's the appeal right now?
Well, I think there's a large appetite for insurance distribution. That's the brokers and sales side of the business, where we interact with the customers, but we don't take the direct losses of, say, catastrophes or insurance claims.
And that gives us, as investors, kind of a buffer zone to, like, if credit goes wrong, or what?
Yeah, basically we have fee income and we don't have balance sheet exposure. So when you hear the headlines, catastrophes for the insurance industry, that's not hitting our bottom line, that's hitting the actual insurance carrier's balance sheet, not the insurance distributors. So,
how come the insurance companies don't do the distribution on their own? Do they need to have a third party? Is it like a tech platform? Is it like a physical, labor? What is it?
Well, I mean, some carriers do have their own distribution. So take State Farm and Allstate. They distribute insurance through their own captive distribution channel, although they've been losing market share to the independent agency distributors, which is where we are.
What is it that you provide? What's the better mousetrap? What's the product that will cause somebody to say, you know what, let's use a third-party distributor instead?
Yeah, so imagine yourself, you're looking to buy insurance. Are you going to go to a person who only has one carrier to offer you, or are you going to come to somebody who has the broader marketplace? So our agents have access to over 300 markets. It really allows them to do a high-level job for their customers on making sure they get the right price, the right coverage, and with the right market.
Got it. So right now, is there a particular type of insurance that generates most of the revenue? Kind of walk me through the revenue breakdown. What is it personal, commercial, like casualty? What's driving in most of the revenue?
Yeah, so we're 80% personal lines, 20% commercial, and most of the commercial we write is going to be small business, middle market.
What's the growth market then? Is it just going out finding more clients? Do you have to get salespeople out on the road, or what?
Yeah, so I mean, our business model attracts in already existing salespeople. So think of the person who only has limited product to sell. We recruit, develop them, and turn them into our insurance platform, giving them access to the broader marketplace, giving them better technology tools, economy of scale, and marketing support to help them sell more insurance, cover more insureds, and really grow their business faster than they could otherwise.
And right now, tell me kind of what you're communicating with investors now that you've got the IPO, you're priced above. What do you do with that? Where does the new capital get deployed?
So we'll have a little bit of a CapEx, some facility expansions. We own a company in the Philippines that does offshore virtual assistants. That's a great labor arbitrage for home office support, but also for our retailers to contract for a lower cost labor support staff. We're going to have the majority of our proceeds will go towards M&A. It's a highly fragmented industry. You have 40,000 independent agencies. The vast majority have no perpetuation plan. So we're going to have opportunities to look at some acquisitions.
Okay. What are the sizes that we're talking about here? Kind of what's your window of acquisition size?
We actually will transact on small agencies, mid-size, and even the jumbos.
Okay. And then lastly, is there a way to work in some like AI stuff here? You guys got all this data flowing through. You got tons of information. Is there a way to automate any of this process? You mentioned kind of the lower cost capital, labor capital, but what about like throwing on a little AI into the mix?
Yeah, so we do have technology innovation built into our agency management software that does automate many tasks that would be manual in other agencies. And then with AI is relatively new in the space, but it does show some promise for further operating leverage.
All right. Richard, thanks for the time. Appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
Richard Gordy Bunch III, CEO and co-founder at TWFG. All right, pretty good response by the market here for the debut.